not voting for, but voting on a pile of garbage. So it's a very frustrating place right now, Lansing. It has been since I got there. And I will just tell you, as mayor, I was nonpartisan, so I have bipartisan support. Joe Schwartz, who had the 7th Congressional, who is a moderate Republican, he's endorsed my campaign. He's a good friend of mine. He was defeated by Mr. Wahlberg in the primary back in 2006. Then, as you know, Mark Schauer defeated Mr. Wahlberg in 2008. So we know that this is a district that's winnable for Democrats. Mark Schauer is also supporting our campaign. Governor Milliken, I know many of you are familiar with his great leadership, and he endorsed me because we have the same values around working across the aisle, collaborating, and taking the best ideas to make the best state and the best country. And that means working together with people from different points of view, working together. And I will just say, as mayor in 1998, when I ran for mayor, I have a little, I should get one of those for my house, but I have it was, 8.5 and 11 piece of paper, the trifold thing that I did, black and white. But it's about working together. At the end of the day, it's about community and working together and helping each other. And that's really what our party's about. I really believe that we represent the people. The Republican Party has really lost their way. They represent big business, and it's very clear, and I've seen that over, and that's what's happening with the Detroit Public Schools. For those of you that are following it, this is all about charter accountability. At the end of the day, they'll talk about money and this and that. It's not sustainable what we're doing in our state with charter schools. And what's happening, and I talk to people all over the state, what's happening with charter schools and how it negatively impacts our public schools. As long as their charter schools are not required to perform at the same level as public schools, but can continue to be open, which is what's happening in Detroit. It's a nightmare. There's half the charter schools are failing and they're not closed. It's not fair. So charters, that they need to take care of that situation, and that's really what happened. As a matter of fact, the bill that came out Thursday night at, I don't know what time it was, 10 or something, was about, it was even worse than what we originally had. And so what they said in the bill, there was one bill that talked about charter accountability, and basically it was the public schools, if they're failing, close, and charter schools, if they're failing, they have a chance to reinvent themselves. So it was even worse. So there was a whole bunch of other really bad stuff in there. But education, I think, is a fundamental value that we all support public education, and it's a really, really important that we provide tools for our kids to have successful futures. So anyhow, that's a little bit, sorry about digressing.
Aren't there term limits too?
Yeah, there's 3 2-year terms. So I actually could run. There's no term limits at the federal level.
North of federal, okay.
The term limits are the voters. So, well, thank you again. I know that some people had to take off, so thank you.